Hello, babies. Welcome to Ukraine Update, where we've got an action-packed smash of a show for you. Somebody's going to drink a coffee, another person's going to sip a beer, and a third person's going to slip out to go to the bathroom. It's all here and more. We've got Rick the Ukrainian, Secular Sakai, Commander McMillan. We're about to have Pete. Starsky keeps flashing in and out because I think he's doing that altered reality thing where he's there and then here. And to introduce our amazing guest, Greg Terry is going to take the floor and introduce you to somebody cool.
I have been promoted to co-host because I get the honor of doing the introduction. What's up, Commander McMillan? Nice to see you, buddy. All right, I'm going to introduce to you tonight, guys, Jana. She is in South Africa where they enjoy power outages, and she's experiencing one because, you know, they just like it that way down there, but she's all good on battery backup. And she is the administrator for Project Konstantin. She's also she's a moderator on my channel, and she's a great friend. And Project Konstantin doing amazing work, as you guys have known over the last couple of weeks. Pete went bonkers with his viral statement about needing supply from the West. And Pete and I have been working together since Rick introduced him to me. And away we go. So, Jana, welcome tonight to the Shills with the legendary Dickie Dawson. I can't do any better than that, bro.
That was amazing,
Thanks.
buddy.
Okay.
I can't follow that up. I don't know how to follow up after that. So, hi.
Welcome to the show, Jana. This is great. This is great. So, give the viewers a little something. Yeah, what's Project Konstantin up to? What's the mission? Let's dig in here.
Yeah, so we do. We started off so I joined in May last year. I joined the team. And I do social media, fundraising, and communication, and also media liaising. And before I joined, they were doing a lot of humanitarian work and like evacuating civilians. When Bakhmut was still under siege, they were driving in humanitarian aid when other people didn't want to, evacuating civilians and everything. And then we switched over to supporting both ZSU and humanitarian aid. And as it went, as things developed, we started focusing a lot more on just helping ZSU. Pete said he was right at the start when he just came to Ukraine. He was working with he was an ambulance driver, and there was a guy who was a translator, and he said one of the issues is people don't really want to donate to ZSU, but they have no problem donating to humanitarian aid. But what they don't understand is if you don't donate to ZSU, you're going to need a lot more money to evacuate your some occupied territory when the Russians capture it. And that for him was a big, that for him was a switch. And he's spoken about it a bit in the past, and he said that for him was a big switch, that made him realize that supporting this, Syrian is important, but supporting ZSU is that's where we need to focus, where Project Konstantin needs to focus. And then we're in the Bakhmut direction doing casualty evacuations there. And then eventually, casualty evacuations, helping with sourcing vehicles, getting vehicles donated, and getting items, fundraising for items like IFACs and Starlings and backup batteries and all of that. And then Pete joined ZSU a while ago as well. So now we work closely with ZSU. So right now we're on leave with our brigade, but we work very closely together. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we last week getting to know Pete was really cool. Everybody's been looking forward to this very much. Very much.
Yeah.
It looks like Starsky's got his alternate reality flash going. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Welcome back, Starsky.
Yeah. You got a real flaky connection going on over there, do you, buddy?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We can't hear you.
Now we can't hear you. Uh-oh.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, here, I'm going to hit refresh on his microphone system.
Starsky, just do some sign language and I'll interpret for you.
Yeah.
Yep. Start Googling.
There it is.
AS.
He said, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, start Googling ASL.
A shout out. I can start a shout out here. So,
Do it in semaphore.
Silver Earth in the chat has dropped $65 into the fund. It's that fund has actually just closed and cleared. So if it's all the same, we'll put it right into the Boom Boom Fund. We did a little fundraiser to help another Ukraine streamer and educator and fundraiser and stuff get some improved gear, like audio-wise and stuff, to really, push them to the top. And the fundraising went over what we needed. So all the overage is just going over to Rick's fundraising efforts, because he's always got about 1,000 things on the go, right? And then the Boom Boom Fund for today all goes to Project Konstantin. So we'll be sending it direct over at the end of the show.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. So, let's see. Where do we even start right now? Holy Lord, thunder and Jesus.
Did Starsky get his audio fixed?
I'm not sure. I was just going to ask that.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
We hear you, but you're quiet again. But we hear you, so I can turn you up over here, I bet. Let's see if I get that echo cancel done there. Okay. How are you now? Let's hear.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I can hear you too, but my connection is falling down for some reason. I don't know. I think it's a sabotage.
He's being targeted, fellow babies. We need your help.
It's the Spetsnaz GRU. It's the FSB.
Oh, let's hope not. Oh man, that's all I can handle.
Well, if his signal's shaky while we've got him, ask what he has to say.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. News from the Institute, Starsky. How's things coming?
Guys, working my ass off on this video, which is gonna be published hopefully on Monday, if everything's okay.
Oh no!
Well,
We lost him again.
At least we know when it's coming, right? We got something out of the deal. Let's turn Jana. Let's go right to yourself then. As it pertains to events unfolding, we're starting year 3 and stuff. Any topics specifically you want to throw at everybody here and see how they look like with tomato on their face?
So Rick and I were talking about this, and it's been I think it ties into. Sorry, let me just check here what Halia is saying.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So yeah, one of the things we're kind of really, I think, talking about is the need for obviously vehicles and drones. Those are, I think, on top of obviously like on a medical, Kasivac side, it's always tourniquets, medication, all of that. But on the like from a supply side for for the brigade and for operations and so on, that is vehicles and drones. And it's difficult because you always know like these aren't things like you can just quickly let's quickly buy a car like It's not like quickly. It's not quickly like buying a backup battery, you know.
Right.
It's not. It's a bit of a more expensive thing to buy or fundraise for, and so on. So I think that's one of our things, and then of course it's the whole the issue of the lack of ammunition.
Yeah.
That is, of course, a big concern, and it's weird for me as a South African to talk about it, and almost I want to say, like, it's weird for me as a South African to call out America, because my government is almost completely siding with Russia, that they're doing everything apart from saying it openly, you know. So it's weird for me to be like, hey, like, come on, guys, get your act together, when my government is like, nah, they're our homies, you know.
Oh no, you on behalf of North Americans in general, you have permission. You have permission to talk shit about
Absolutely.
Yes, citizens of any country are not their government, and
Hell,
we
hell,
gotta
yeah.
listen to you. Yeah.
100%. 100%, Rick. Exactly.
That's the big thing, you know. And I think one of the things is that I find weird, maybe because I am South African, like, we don't really have like, yeah, when there are laws and everything, we kind of go and we like phone. Sorry, let me just check here. Okay, Pete says he is coming.
Awesome.
So he will be here.
Starsky, speaking of which, Starsky is trying a restart of his phone, but his phone just keeps dropping the Wi-Fi on him every single time. So he's concerned his phone might actually be dying.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah. So for me, the thing is, like, in South Africa, like, yeah, we can go and like leave remarks, and our remarks actually get taken into account when there are new bills. Okay, so, and we don't have really like one speaker in Parliament that hijacks everything, but you know, it says, no, this is not being talked about or voted on or whatever. And the other thing that's for me is, and maybe it is just because from a South African perspective, it doesn't make sense to me, but this faith of, you know, phoning representatives and being like, no, it's taken care of, you know. Whereas in South Africa, if we're not happy with something, I'm not like, sometimes our protests do get out of hand a bit. I'm not saying burn tires and stuff, guys, please, but don't follow our exact MO. But we do sometimes, like, what we'll do is, like, we'll just go out and, like, everyone will have, like, we call a bribe, but it would be like end up being a barbecue kind of thing, and everyone would like just be out on the street protesting or whatever. And I think for me, that is a weird thing. That's like that I don't get, like, why that isn't happening. We were, for example, on the 20th, so I'm part of the Ukrainian Association here in South Africa, and we didn't have massive rallies on the 24th because it's you know, we're kind of like, yeah, we're focusing, like, we care, like, South Africans are like, we care about the war, but there's a lot of crap going on locally, you know.
Jana?
So yeah.
So I can already tell you what Pete would say to you. So there's something that you have to understand, okay?
Yeah.
And I know Rick will jump on this, and I know Starsky will. You guys do not understand the power of the Russian propaganda machine. It is pure evil, and it is running this planet. I'm telling you. And you can talk about, well, call my representative, do this. How can one person control it? Or all of this. It doesn't matter right now, because the power of the Kremlin is so entrenched for decades and decades and decades while the world slept on it. So 30 and 40 years ago, yeah, call your rep, go do a protest in Johannesburg or go do a protest in Paris, and things will begin to change. Now, first of all, half of the world leaders are cowards and they're afraid of Vladimirovich Putin. And the other half of the world is so sucked down the toilet of propaganda, they can't even see the top of the lid. So that's what's really going on. So unfortunately, it's really not as simple as well, we can just protest. And we talk all the time, Jana.
Yeah.
Working together with Pete, but I'm just telling you, it's way more complex than the world understands right now, unfortunately.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
I would.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You're
I was gonna
forgetting the
say-
third group,
Lay it on
the
us.
ones who've been co-opted by them.
Mm.
And we
Yeah.
have a significant number of those here in this country.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Here's
True
the
that,
thing.
dude.
In order to combat, well, and yes, of course, propaganda is always bad, but let's just say information warfare. In order to combat information warfare, which is exactly what the Kremlin does, you need to have your own strategy and your own approach to counter propaganda, to engage in your own information warfare against your opponent. And what I think we're seeing right now is, and Ukraine does do good counter propaganda from what I have seen, from what I've observed as an outsider.
Ukraine has a history of amazing tech skills, so it doesn't surprise me whatsoever, right?
That as well, absolutely. But in the U.S., beyond and other countries, U.S., Canada, multiple countries that have this issue of Russian propaganda having a huge influence and infiltration, it is important to, strengthen your own democratic institutions and to speak the truth. Have your own fair, objective journalism that helps to, get people's opinions onto your own side, but also the messaging and exactly how it's done is important. So I've been saying this for a while. There are some who maybe don't see themselves as directly aligned with Russia, but in terms of certain values, in terms of certain perspectives on things, there's kind of this sometimes conscious, sometimes unconscious crossover, like feeling like they can relate to some of the things that Russia says when they look into, Russian propaganda and, Russian media outlets. We need to have some kind of messaging that's targeted for people like that who are in the middle.
I got a message.
No! Yeah, exactly. You have to have something tailored that can actually sway their hearts and minds. If you don't have the right messaging, then you're
this
missing
is
out.
why it's so important what Starsky's doing and starting, and we all need to get behind it and push it.
Yes.
And yes, Ukraine is full of geniuses, and this is my favorite place on the planet for 26 years. These are my brothers. I risk my life to help them. But I'm going to tell you something. What Ukraine needs to improve on is putting the message out in English and getting it to the language that the rest of the world can understand. There's so many brilliant Ukrainians that are putting out unbelievable information in Ukrainian.
Yeah.
And if we could just help them, and whether it's through Starsky's new operation or anything to get it out in English, it's so important. That's why, like, for Rick and Starsky and the Ukrainians that are speaking English, it's so important. And I personally believe that, the governments, so I believe that the power of the people can move the government's hands, because too much now we have the government moving the people's hands, and that's not representative of reality. So in here, doesn't matter left, right, atheist, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, we stand for what's right, and that is standing against the genocide that is happening against Ukrainians all over this front line and throughout this beautiful nation. So how can we sway governments? It's through a grassroots effort and the power of the people. When the power of the people pushes like a tsunami and like a tidal wave, then there's going to have to be a response. So that's our job, to push the power of the masses, the power of the people. And we do that by working together, just like this.
I'm gonna jump in here quick because I'm getting a little bit behind on some shout outs here. Let me just get Starsky's back in again. I hope to God we can actually get him in stable, because there's gonna be some things like we were just talking about there that he's gonna love to jump in on. And I know this cat. I know, So here, let me just get this out. So we got that guy in with a super chat. The like button works. Ask me how I know. Love it. Oh.
For some reason,
We have someone here.
Okay.
Dick, take my little owl and just put it above the raccoon, or put it off screen.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got it. Hold on. Yeah.
Also, Starsky was saying something, but his mic is really, really quiet, so you gotta make it a bit up.
Yeah, I gotta get
Thanks, man.
our other little feathered friend here in on the show as well. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna take Commander from that bubble and put him in this bubble, and then this bubble can have that. And sorry, I shouldn't be narrating what I'm doing. I have an awful habit of this. It's terrible.
That's all good.
Man,
While you're
turn it into your
it's
strength.
yeah.
Way better than the radio silence. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we should have Pete in his little window there in a second. Say hi to us, brother. Can you hear us? Oh, okay. Are you in? Does everybody hear him? Or
Yeah, I can hear him.
No, but on the show. I don't
Yeah.
think so yet. There's something wrong. Hold on. He didn't go
shit.
into his bubble properly. I know it sounds strange, but
While you're figuring that out, Dick, I'll add a little onto what. Wait, was it Greg that was saying this about needing to get it out more in English language? More, true factual information from Ukraine. I will say, yeah, the largest, correct me if I'm wrong, but just using YouTube as an example, the largest channel I think right now is United 24 with just a little under 1 million subscribers for news. I could be wrong. There could be a bigger one. I still see some Ukrainian big names domestically in Ukraine with channels that have almost double that amount or do have double that amount. So it would be great to see a big push toward English language media catching fire more.
Yeah, man. You see the thing that those new big news resources in Ukraine, that they actually don't care about getting out and doing content in English. And I think that's because most of them are owned by Ukrainian oligarchs, and they are mostly trying to be involved in politics and all that stuff. So we definitely got to work on some projects and also advertise projects like United 24. No, Greg.
Rick, how much truth are you going to drop on people tonight? They can't handle but so much. Okay, I mean, don't drop but so much truth on the people.
We got Pete in, we got Pete in proper now. No problem, buddy. Good to see ya. I hope you're well and safe.
Yeah.
Happy to see you, my friend. Thank you for that awesome video you've thrown to Jana and she thrown to me. That was so encouraging. I'm going to show it tomorrow on the stream.
We're
Chat saying no sound.
That's the teaser. You guys will have to watch Rick's stream to see the rest.
Yes.
That's the teaser.
You heard it here, folks.
Is he not on the show? Oh, he just went dark, but I know there was no sound for him, but
Still
I thought
no
we
audio.
fixed it.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Oh, God
Oh.
damn it.
Pete went hasta la vista.
Yeah, we're,
And he didn't even say baby.
That's an inside joke, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, I am an idiot. My bad. God damn it. Okay.
Tell us something new.
Okay, as soon as Pete's connection comes back, you will hear him properly. Sorry, my bad. I don't usually fuck shit up like that, but I'll take the L on that one. Is that or whatever? I it's all mirrored to me, so I don't know which side I'm supposed to go to. Damn it. Why are we getting that strange error again? Okay, I don't know. I'm just leaving it. You can see a little cloud. I don't know what it is. I need to finish some shout outs quick, and then I wanted to get to Rick, because Rick always has something that he wants to unload, and it's always something good. So that guy upgraded his membership to Shills Master. Thank you very much. Holly Blation, Shills Apprentice, welcome to the family there. That guy came in with a super chat, in for a dime, in for $1.99. That's cool. Paul Gilbert became a Shills master. Cats threw in a member message. So many amazing people. Slava Ukraini. Oh, I love that very much. So here, good to hearts out. Yvonne Way, the queen of the super sticker, came in with a little pear dude doing keep it up. That guy came in with a $100 super chat for Project Konstantin, and that goes right into the fund and goes over. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, love that action. XA Jill Killers or some shit. It's a little small. I forgot to size up the thing. Let's go. Great message there. Sprinkles DMC gifted out a Shills membership. Sorry, but you're the first gifted membership of the stream. That means you get the tab at the end of the show. And then Crosley comes in with another Shills Apprentice join. So welcome to the family, everybody. Enough blithering from me. We're going to turn it over to Rick to bring something a little bit more cohesive to the show. He's good at that. Yeah,
guys, today I'm much more optimistic than on the previous stream. I'm not going to be just laughing ironically around and screaming truth just like I did 5 minutes ago. Sorry. But seems to be back, so we gotta try to put him on, and I can hear myself also.
Hold on, I can kill that though. I've got an echo cancel over here. So Pete's back. Hold on, let me get him in his bubble, and then the world will make sense once again. All right, hold on.
But man, like it's just disconnecting and reconnecting, and then you got to reset it. So sorry, Dick.
Yeah, but it's my own fault for structuring it this way. It made sense when we didn't have like so many guests on, but now that we do, I've really got to rethink this whole situation. Pete, brother, you're back.
Hey, boys. Hello, brother. Thank you.
All right. Here, let me get your audio turned up. There we go. So, you're out on the move and groove and doing shit and whatnot. How is things? Everything okay your way?
Yes, aside from a lot of stage fright tonight about being in front of so many people, it's very out of. I'm feeling very out of my comfort zone, but
you wear it well, brother, right on your sleeve.
We are busy. We've been very busy.
You wear it well, right on your sleeve. You wear it well. Come on. I think we got a latency. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hey,
Hey,
no,
Pete.
I just wanted to absolutely.
Pete.
Hello.
Yeah, listen.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes.
Don't make me come slap you. You've got a gift. You've got a gift from God. Now open your mouth and start speaking. Let's go. Let's go, soldier.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it. You gotta start doing it.
Let's go, soldier.
Pete. We love you, my friend.
Thank you. I've always had a confidence issue, and I feel like there's such a responsibility on me because I've got a voice and I need to use it. And when I speak, I feel like I'm speaking for all Ukrainian soldiers and afflicted people. And one thing that I've noticed since I've met you amazing people is the love that's around for Ukraine. And if 10 or 20 people in the world are, fuck me, I'm so nervous, it's unbelievable. If 10 or 20 people in the world are calling the shots about what happens here, what about the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are supporting Ukraine? And I just want to unite them. And I've seen a lot of unity in all the messages and all the support. We can do this, guys. We can do this. I just don't know how, and that's why I'm so scared, so nervous.
Pete,
You're
can I
doing
tell
awesome.
you? Can I tell you a question from chat? Someone wants to know if the
Yes,
Russians
please.
have vodka IVs when they treat their wounded. Do they have vodka IVs? Like, so I figured, just can you tell us if you know anything about?
Have you ever observed this medical phenomenon?
They probably do, Jana. They probably do, because considering how bad they fight and considering the ridiculous commands that they obey, they probably do vodka IV. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's funny.
I can't remember who said it, but I saw it in chat. And just
Those combat mosquitoes that the Russians keep yammering about. They must love finding Russian soldiers then to feed on. Just, man, have a good old time.
It makes our mosquito patch more more.
oh
Oh no!
We've lost him.
Curse you, technology! You are my personal demon.
God damn it, Musk.
Damn it, Musk. Well,
For the love of God! All right.
he'll be
Dick,
back.
I'm putting you in. I'm putting you in charge of the drinking game. Every time somebody goes down in their connection goes down, or I think we'd all just be wasted by the end of this.
If that's the deal, I'm going to be hammered in like another 30 minutes, right?
Hey, Dick.
Are you're not hammered already?
No, it's only like 1 p.m. here, dude.
That's you didn't start as soon as you woke up.
No.
Sorry, Greg. Sorry.
No. Your problem. You're fine, Dave.
Every good Canadian waits until after they've had bacon, right? So you got to have breakfast first, right?
So just have breakfast earlier.
Yeah, that's true. You could wake up at 6 a.m. just so you can get breakfast over with and, get to the vendors and get yourself some.
Dude, don't even talk to me
bacon
about
IV drip.
breakfast. I passed out last night. I woke up this morning. My stream went twice as long as it usually does. And then I had calls to representatives, and then I came here. God, why'd I do this to myself? Anyway.
It's the patch.
Oh.
Oh,
Greg,
nice.
you gotta say something for
Yeah, well,
your screen to be bigger.
I'm being kind. I'm just showing. Before we lost Pete, he was referring to his mosquito patch, and so I wear one of these as well, and of course the standard PK patch here.
Hey.
But this patch here is the one Pete was referring to, so I wanted everybody to see it with the mosquito carrying off the wounded. Now, this patch actually designed out of basically like the forest near Cremona, where in the summer the mosquitoes are so terrible. So, guys, think about not only having a war and dealing with heat and humidity, but when I talk about mosquito infestation in that forest, it's horrible. So that's the patch that Pete was referring to.
Cool.
Yeah, we had some of our donors send us mosquito zappers, and we were testing our different products there, from those luminescent lights that you hang up and then the bugs fly into it, to rackets that looks like a tennis racket that you slap the bugs with. So we were trying out different things, and one of the top things on our grocery list was always bug spray. And I see it's being added to the list again. So
Ooh. Also, this reminds me, Rick, maybe it's a conversation for another time, but I believe we have something mosquito related also in the works pretty soon.
Some art. I'm just gonna give you a hint. But Pete is back. Pete, please tell us how's the car repair, how bad car repair is getting these days.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can hear you. We can hear you.
you're in, buddy.
Hello.
Quick,
Oh,
tell us
Pete.
before you go down again.
one thing. Donations made
Hello?
here to the
Pete
Boom
cannot
Fund.
hear us. Pete cannot hear us.
I'm refreshing his speakers to see if I can fix
Hello,
it.
hello,
I have
hello.
good control. We
There's
can
no
hear
sound.
you. I hear you, but you don't hear us. This is the same thing that just happened to Starsky. What the hell?
There's no sound.
You know? Yeah. 1 second here.
Dick,
Is this
Those
a case
video-
of too many
Hello,
diners
hello.
at the restaurant?
No,
Yeah.
Sorry,
my
guys, if I keep interrupting you. I don't know if you can hear me saying hello, 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 but I've got no sound.
I can hear you. I can hear
Oh,
you.
can hear me, Rick?
Yeah. Restart your
I
phone.
can't hear anything. I'm pressing buttons here.
Yeah, no,
I'll
send
quickly
him a
message.
message.
I'll quickly
Yeah.
message him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because that's what it's got to be, something where his browser's so fucking confused now it can't figure shit out.
So I've got a question, and let me just hear everyone's thoughts on this. Do you think, not like a normal laptop that you can buy anywhere, but would it be beneficial to get Starsky or Pete or anyone else one of those special, like, really heavy duty laptops for use when they're traveling?
There's-
'cause
Restart
that's-
my phone. Okay.
Well, there's two
All right, Jana
sides.
told me to restart my phone.
Yeah. The idea of the rugged laptop is a good one, but there's also something to be said about these tiny new PCs. Like, you can get some seriously small little PCs, and you can do so much with like a tiny little portable screen, and
You mean like a Raspberry
Well-
Pi or
well, no, but you
heavy
can
duty?
you can get like really small little cube PCs that's got like Ryzen 7s in them and stuff these days, and there might be an angle there as well. Like,
Well, for sure, you don't want heavy. I mean, my body armor is 32 pounds.
dear God,
personal-
really?
Oh yeah, because I'm running some serious body armor even on the sides down. So mine's extra heavy because I have to go home to my wife or I'm in trouble. And you know how it is. And then your helmet. So you really want to go as lightweight as possible. In fact, I was looking at Pete's trashy phone 2 days ago. And we're gonna see what we can do as my community, because Pete is doing a lot of media with me, and we're doing a lot of partnerships. So I've got something in the works.
Let me
hooking Pete up.
Let me start that right now. Then donations.
You start it.
Yeah. Let's get donations in. Hashtag Pete's phone is the tag.
There you go.
Let's get them in. Yeah, let's get them in.
Okay, and then what we'll do, so let's partner on this, Dickie, and Dr. Dawson will partner on this, and I will be with Pete again probably within 10 days. I'm finishing out the South now, back home, reset, and be back to Pete.
we can nail this
And,
down inside of then. No
hey.
problem, right?
So by the end of next Sunday, we'll have it done, or Saturday. This is a Saturday, right? I don't even know what day it is. Okay, by the end of next Saturday,
Still.
we'll nail it, and so we'll get Pete a phone, and we'll also get him an OtterBox so he can sling it around.
Yeah, and I don't think it's too much to ask that we push it to a decent clip-on mic, so when he's out in the field and stuff, he's got his shit together, right? Because
Let's
that
go
would,
ahead and push it.
right? That would seriously look what that could do for Project Konstantin as a group and a channel and whatnot. We could seriously get them into the upper leagues really quickly here. So let's do it, right?
Here we go. This is an 8-day project. We'll close it out by next Sunday, and we'll have it done.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
Wow. You guys just made my job of editing videos so much easier.
I know
Thank
he
you
sent
so
you trash. I know he sent you trash.
Oh, yeah.
I was just sitting with that phone. Listen, I was just sitting beside Pete less than 48 hours ago, right on the front. We were doing some video for Warthog defense.
I saw
and
it,
We're, yeah. We're sitting right there, and he's trying to take some video. I said, Pete, put the trash down, and we'll film it, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know what he's got, but I think it's like an iPhone 5 or something. He's got this
Yeah.
little teeny camera, and I'm sitting here going, oh, and I didn't say one word to him. And he won't hear this because he's off camera now. But
Yeah.
so let's be done with this when he gets back on.
Yes,
but
yes.
we're gonna hook him up.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
For anybody who donates to the hashtag, I am going to slightly obscure the shout out. Here we go. All right.
Hey, Pete.
Yes.
Bienvenidos.
Hey, I'm back.
Thank you for the restart advice.
Okay, you can hear us. We can hear you. We're good, good, good.
So, yes, all audio is working. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hi, Galina. Hi, Greg. Hi,
Hey, brother.
hi Dick. Hi,
Awesome.
Major.
Awesome.
Hey, guys.
So yeah, that was it was a very convenient moment, but you'll figure it out later. So
What happened? What did I miss?
Nothing?
You'll find out.
yeah, I no, it was I was
You'll like it. You'll
yeah,
like it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
doing one of those things that we do around here. I've got a Lord Thunder and Jesus list of shout outs to do. So just give me a minute here. Actually, I'll be as quick as I can because if Pete's shit fucks up again, we got to deal with that right here. I'm gonna turn the bit rate of the room down even more. So our little pictures to each other might not be the clearest, but we're still good on the show. So we've got KK's GG in the chat there, direct donation to the fund. We've got CF Beauty sent in one. We've got I'm really gonna have to go through these quick here. SSW Custom Sewing. We've got Secular Sakai here, Tridents Against Tyrants. We've got N Hill in the list for a good one too. We've got KK's GG again in the list. So holy, here we'll hit the alarm for that. I'll turn it down so I can do the sound effects in the background. We got Wayne the Sign. We've got I try not to dox anyone because I get PayPal names, but then YouTube usernames as well, right? Here we go into the fund for another 20. Chat name is Gillian or Gillian. I always fuck that shit up, but it's a good one as well. We've got Petra for a really big one, so I'm gonna hit a few buttons there. We've got Silver Earth for another big one. We've got RF from USA into the fund as well. That's the Boom Boom Fund there. We've got RF from USA for Project Konstantin in for $45, I think it works out to be. We've got Michelle Ferguson in for Project Konstantin with a $20 shout. We've got Lynn Stefanition with a $25 shout for Project Konstantin. We've got DTR 2300 in with a $140 donation that it goes to Project Konstantin. We've got N Hill in with another $65 donation to the fund. And I just ran through them all, I think. But yeah, no, see, there's more in now. So we've got Silver Earth in. Let me kill that echo here. Sorry, everybody. But Silver Earth just came in with a huge one again. And that's for the fund. So Lord Thunder and Jesus, boys, when it comes to a stream where you got the fellow babies and the rollers and the experience, or the Jimi Hendrix experience, that's what
The Hope Train.
Greg's viewers are now the experience, the Jimi Hendrix experience,
Yeah, okay.
right? There we go. There we go. I knew one would come to me. And yeah, when we pool our resources, dear God, does shit get done around here. The super chat list is from hell. We got Mitch Ashdown for $50. Yvonne Way comes in with one for the fund. Appa Talks with one for the fund. We've got Ryan in with $100 for the fund. We got Heinrich Barty with I think it works out to be about $7 trillion for the fund. We've got Noel Magruder in for the fund. We've got Miriam in for the fund. We've got Paul Gilbert in for the fund. We've got Armored Rabiath Master. I think that has something to do with boiling rabbits to make good stew. For the fund. We've got Toby Anya in for the fund. BME in for the fund. Wars in Ukraine in for the fund. And RoboMax is in for the fund. Oh my God, that just felt so good to do. I got to do so many shows
And one
in a
more.
row.
One more.
And one more from Nurse Sean. And from Volude, and from Janine Terblanche, and from Chris R125. Dear Lord, guys,
Dude,
I need to be able to breathe to do this, right? No, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Man, I don't want it to stop. I might donate.
Thank you for making me laugh.
We had another direct donation in there. I'm not going to dox anybody, but we've got another direct donation in there from somebody. I'm not going to dox anybody. And then we have love from Malaysia into the Boom Boom Fund, which goes right to Project Konstantin. Let's hit a big alarm for everybody, because Lord Thunder and Jesus, was that a fucking rampage. It's still going. It's still going. I can't even keep up. Tona Ottenson throws into the fund. We've got Roberta throws in for the fund. We've got Yolo Swaggins in for the fund. The browser can't even keep up. We got Cats in for the fund. We've got Chims in for the fund. Lindsay Rogers in for the fund. Ryan is in for the fund. And if I don't stop right now, I am literally gonna die.
Wait, I'm donating too.
I'm telling you, this community that is being built around a whole bunch of creators and streamers and stuff is the kind of thing that would bring tears to my eye if I wasn't already drinking so much and acting up like a fool that I'm literally so high on adrenaline right now. I really need to hand the mic over. So I know Rick, I can just turn to him and he's always got something to say. Take it away, brother. I need a break.
I fucking love you, rollers. Thank you so much for this explosion. Not only the rollers, of course, but I want to give special thanks for the rollers, because I've heard so many of your names there. Oh, guys, thank you. You always do that when Pete is around, and I'm just happy to see that. I'm so happy to see that, Pete. I'm so happy that you also had to hear that. I hope you could hear that. Could you hear that?
What's that, Rick?
I mean, all this for the fund. It was all for your fund. It was all donations for your fund, my friend.
Yeah, dude, everything that
Dick,
goes
would
into
we
our
start the
Boom Boom.
list?
Yeah, every Boom Boom Fund donation tonight, Pete. Oh, no.
Listen, you do. Listen, guys. You've got to work it. You're doing better with him cutting in and out, and people are feeling sorry for him even more. Come on,
Just got to glean those sympathy points.
Yeah. We should get
insane marketing.
We're gonna get Bono to redo
No,
the
listen,
song for us.
let
for
me
this.
be serious-
The
let me be
fund
serious
with no
for a
name.
Oh yeah.
Let me be serious for a moment. So yeah, he's cutting in and out, but so none of you guys know where he's at. Nobody, but I know exactly where he's at.
Right.
And it is very difficult where he's at. Half the time he sleeps on a cargo net. Okay? This is the sacrifices this man makes every day. And so it's not surprising he's cutting in and out. It's a challenge, and the man's a hero, and he needs to be honored properly like we're all doing. So thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was just a rush of amazing. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, we were just happy for Pete for a moment, I think.
Yeah.
No offense. I apologize if it may sound anything like that, but I
No,
wasn't
he's a
joking.
lovable
that
guy,
joke.
man. You know?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's hope Pete is getting back to us in a moment. But yeah, guys, you don't need to forget. I mean, you must not forget that. Okay, sorry. You must not forget that Pete is going through some serious stuff. Like he stitches up people with severe injuries every day. He saves lives, and this is not easy. And this is something that that really may feel too much sometimes. And I think what Pete was telling us when he came in, that he had a moment of a doubt or something like that, but he must not doubt because he's amazing at what he does, all the things that he does. He saves lives with his own hands, and he is encouraging people around the world, and if not encouraging, then really pointing their attention to some serious issues that are happening. So, Pete, you're the best of us. Even if you can't hear it, I think Jana and Greg will pass it to you. That you are the best of us. Jana, maybe you have something to add to that.
I do real quick before we turn to Jana. Everybody, our mods are about to drop the link to Project Konstantin on YouTube right now because they could do it faster than I can even say it. And everybody take a second and go and sub their channel now. Let's get them to monetization. How hard can it be?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, they just have a few subs less than my channel, and they deserve to have a lot more than I do. So
That
please.
should be higher than ours. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys deserve a lot. Jana, passing you the mic.
Yeah. I actually don't know what to say after what you said. I think I don't know, Euromaidan interviewed Pete and released the article last night. And in it, he talks about his most harrowing evac he's done. And it's one he spoke about, I think, on your stream, Rick, where he spoke about the guy who had had a wound with phosphorus, and he's explaining that. I mean, dealing with that, I can't imagine having to deal with that on a daily basis. And he sends myself he would send myself and Khalya, he would send us body cam footage for us to edit and upload to YouTube. And he doesn't send us the worst stuff because he says he doesn't want to traumatize us.
Right.
And sometimes the stuff we even see, we're like, well, that's a bit hectic. So we would sometimes even be like, well, maybe not that. So even with that, I can't imagine what he sees on a daily basis, and then still go through everything and, having to deal with I don't know.
He's a very, very strong man. And if any fucker out there says that Pete is not what he is, you know, guys, probably who I'm referring to.
Oh, yes.
That person should be...
They should be quiet. They
should shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Is this a moment where we have to enforce our attitude on somebody?
Greg, maybe you have something to say here.
Well, listen. Here's the deal. Sorry. Here's the deal. The proof is in the pudding. and that's all you have to know. Sorry, guys, I've got all kind of stuff going on.
All
here.
good, buddy.
The proof is in the pudding, and anybody that runs their mouth, I don't care who it is, I'm not going to call names, but if you run your mouth and you've never been here or you've never done anything, I have zero respect for you, and you have no idea what you're talking about. And I even take this as far as, you know, I appreciate all of the guys, you know, like you, Dick. You do amazing work because you're putting your money where your mouth is. But the ones that want to get personal with people,
Oh God.
and have never stepped foot on this soil, and you talk like you know what you're talking about, and then you send me private messages that tells me that Pete is a scumbag, you're barking up the wrong tree, because this is a man who told me when bombs are dropping near us that I got your back, everything you need, I got your back, I got your back. And so you can't break that bond in that brotherhood. I know the truth. I'm there on the front with Pete. I'm there with all these heroes that are around him. I know his entire crew. I know his commander. I know everybody. He is a legend. And he really is that humble. He really is that timid. He really is that afraid of cameras. He really is afraid of microphones. He's afraid of it all.
Yeah.
But when it comes time to do his job, he's a stud.
If you want to see something funny along this topic, go and watch our after show from yesterday. And I basically, if you want me to put into words the hour and a half that we did on the show, I basically made a clay model of a head that really enforces its beliefs on people and skull fucked it for an hour. Man, we ripped that fucking guy in half. You got to go see it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you know, to be quite honest, guys, let's be above it, because they're not even worthy of our oxygen. Okay,
I agree.
All they are is bots, and they're fleecing people. See, what happens in a war is millionaires are made.
Yeah,
and they make
Sadly.
money. It's blood money. So forget these scumbags. You stick with the real deal, and you stand for what is right, and let the proof be in the pudding. And when I tell Pete I've got his back, I've got his back. And when Pete has my back, listen, if I called Pete right now, he'd leave that seat and drive straight to me.
Yeah.
Right now.
And
I would do the same for him.
Yeah. And let me add something real fast too. You know, for me, Pete really, personally, I would say if there was one word I would use to describe Pete, it would be someone who has courage. Because, you know, they say that courage isn't the absence of fear or anxiety or nervousness, whatever word you want to use. It's feeling that and still deciding, I'm going to do this anyway. And Pete does that every fucking day. Anyway, we're just saying nice things about you, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is beautiful to hear, and I have to tell you, it is the same qualities in all the Ukrainian soldiers out here. That is what drives me. That is something that you guys don't get to see. Nobody is as vocal. They are I think they're a very shy nation. They don't, most of them anyway. And believe me when I'm telling you, the words that came out of my mouth in my rant are every bit the truth. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. There wouldn't be so much love being shared right now if I was saying anything other than the truth. I had a text message from somebody that used to be a friend, somebody I used to respect, because he doesn't matter what he did, but he sent me a 2-worded text message. He said, "Don't bullshit." And I chewed on that statement for a long time. And eventually I replied, I said, "How is it for you living in Ukraine? How is your service on the front lines of Ukraine? How is your experience living in reality?" And then I ended it off with saying, "Oh, I forgot, you don't participate in any of those." It is absolutely horrendous what's going on out here. But it is absolutely beautiful that the love of, sorry guys, I'm really nervous. It is beyond words how beautiful you all are, and all you people that are supporting Ukraine and donating. It is the most wonderful thing I've ever experienced, and I've long questioned my life and my journey and why I'm here, and how could it be that me and my wife had such a bitter divorce, that my daughter has been alienated from me for 8 years, and I keep thinking to myself, well, maybe there are sacrifices that people need to go through. Well, this is it. There is no other greater fight going on, no other truer fight going on Mother Earth right now than this one. There is nothing more important than this right now, than defending Ukraine from genocide. And so many people are participating in this, and it's overwhelming me. It's overwhelming me, because we can do it, and we will do it. By God, we will do it. And before I cut out again, have hope and have faith. Faith is the most powerful weapon in the world. Have faith, guys. Have faith, girls. Have faith.
Hey,
that
Pete.
we will win. Have faith that we will continue to love. Yes?
It takes two things for Ukraine to
Yes,
win.
Greg.
Two things.
One is soldiers, and the other one is faith. Amen. And faith is love, and love is God, and God is love. And there is so much hate and evil, but love conquers all.
Pete, let me say this.
Spread the love, people. Spread the love.
Absolutely. Whenever I hear you speak, and also Greg, really the two of you, both of you, I always think, I wish I could make like 200 copies of both of these men, and they could just go speak in person at every church in America where people are apathetic or otherwise consuming propaganda that is anti-Ukrainian, because what you're saying is right on the mark, and it's the message that needs to be spread.
Thank you, Secular Sakai. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we do it. We will continue to do it.
You guys are awesome. We
You are too,
all
buddy.
stand together with you,
Thank you.
and behind you, and we're there to support you. Thank you so much, guys, for all the donations today. You're spreading a crazy amount of love, and that's what Pete
Great.
really needs.
Yeah.
And Pete, you gotta stop worrying. You know that you're in a circle of friends, and people who are watching,
Yeah.
they know you, they love you, and they support you.
Hugs for Pete.
And
Hugs for
they
Pete.
would hug you.
You guys.
Each of them would hug you right now.
We love you all. Ukraine loves each and every single one of you. I wish you guys could participate in. There's something that Rick and I, something that Greg and I and Jana experience on a regular basis.
Oh no.
The suspense.
Well, he's still saying something, but we lost his fucking audio.
I see a black
Well, I
screen.
can answer it, but I'm not. I'll let him.
Here, let me refresh his microphone. I can do that from over here. It might work. Dear God, come on. Fuck. I hate that. If you want to let him know that shit's fucking up and he should probably refresh, I'll do a couple of shout outs real quick here.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'm just going to keep the alarm playing in the background because
Oh.
there's too many buttons to hit.
Also, since we're waiting on Pete after you're done with that, if we want to do news, I have an article.
Well, we've
that
got to
she
watch
sent
our
me.
time because Greg's got a stream coming up. So we're going to redirect
Okay.
to his show, right? As soon as we're done. So let me just
it.
run through some supers here. We got yourself, Tridents Against Tridents, with a $20 donation in there. We've got Bjorn Rolf,
Something European.
BR Bowden.
Well, actually,
That's-
Bjorn's
yeah, yeah.
name is not a secret. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. 5, 5, 5, 5, $500 direct donation. Let me say
Thank
that
you, Bjorn.
again.
Oh, yeah.
$500 direct donation. Lord, thunder and
Bjorn,
Jesus. You know, when Moses
you're-
came down, yeah, Moses didn't come down from the mount with $500 worth in those 2 tablets. That's amazing, right? We got and my name is the real one, Dr. Dawson. We got Paul Durbitz in the chat sent in a direct one there. We've got Susan in for a direct donation there. Linda H in for a direct donation there. And these are all like $25, $35 donations, right? We got another one here from Tim in for the fund that has no name. We've got Mark in for a friend, he says. That's well disguised. And then let me run through some supers here quick because I have to scroll to find them now. We got Cats. We got Tim's in for 50 pounds. Here, let me hit the alarm. We got Lindsay Rogers in. We got Ryan in with another 51. That guy in with another 10. Tazi Kalukahuna. I'm not sure how to get that one out properly. I got to enlarge up my screen. But that's for the fund as well. We got OBB in for the fund. We got MH in for the fund. Julio Putin in for the 10. We've got Rotomax in for the fund. We got Chris R1250Gs. It almost sounds like he's got something going on with a Nissan GTR and G-Force ratings or something there. But that's 100 pounds. We got Mark Schneider in with 50. We got XAJJ Killers in on the fund as well. Linda H slams it down with $100 donation in. We've got that guy in again. That's got to be that guy's like 7 millionth super chat on the show alone. And then we've got Claire gifting out 10 billion memberships. Well, it's 10. And we got Tina Crosley in for the fund as well. You know, right now, when I look, the fund is already up to like 14. And that doesn't even include any of the super chats that I have to figure out afterwards and whatnot. So remember, everybody, get over to Project Konstantin's YouTube channel and sub to them right now. Like, if you can do this, we shout them out on social media. Let everybody know on Facebook, Instagram, and, you know, MySpace or whatever the hell you use. And get everybody over there. That channel could be monetized so easily if we make the effort. Come on, let's do it.
MySpace does still exist, believe it or not.
Oh, really? I thought that was a joke.
It basically is.
Yeah.
By the way, Pete, are you there?
Brother Pete, are you in?
Because
That was
I
interesting.
think I
He was
heard Pete.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on, Dick, he was on stream. See where the blue circle now is?
Yeah.
He was on stream, but he was sideways and he was just talking. So
I just heard
assume he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, you know, somehow his audio dropped, but I hear a phone ringing right now.
I'm trying to call
Yeah.
him. Hey, brother. Hey, hey.
This is one hell of a drinking game.
Okay.
Okay, so I just got off the phone with Pete, and because Greg phoned him, so this is like playing musical chairs, but it's who's phoning Pete.
Who's gonna interrupt whose call? Right?
Literally, I phoned Pete. I'm like, "Hey, we can hear you." He's like,
Yeah.
"For how long? I've been talking for 5
guys.
minutes."
Dr. Dawson.
Yes.
All right,
I can announce, real quick, I can announce that we've got about at least $900 or so in super chats as well to send over to Project Konstantin. So we've broke the $2,000 mark, but I still think we've got more to go. Oh yeah. So go
That's
for it,
fucking
Greg.
awesome.
Go for it, because we got to send to you now, right?
No, but listen, I just talked to Pete. I'm going to bounce. He's having connection issues. I'm going to try to pull him into my stream because all these people giving, and we'll be patient, and I'll wait for you to redirect. and you finish here because something's going on with his calling in, because I just called him because I'm doing everything right.
Yeah.
So let me see what's going on there. And because all of these people giving, and we say thank you for, I'll speak for Pete, and Jana can as well. Thank you. But you need to hear what he was saying. It's so powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
when he actually gets over it and starts talking, it always has oomph, right? And that sucks.
Yes.
You know?
So let me see if I can grab him, and Dick, I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah, Greg, if he's able to join yours, can you bring me in for a few minutes just so I can talk to him?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
brother.
I'll send you that message as well. So hang on and let me bounce and get all that squared away, and then see what we can do. All right.
So let's turn over to
Love you,
Jana
buddy.
again.
Love you, bro.
Jana. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have this phone thing sorted out. Like, we're talking brand new iPhone, so it's all slick. We know we've already got the clip-on mic paid for. So what I'm thinking is we should go for the 2 set of mics, so he can always be talking to somebody with equal audio quality.
Oh, that
Right?
would be amazing.
Yeah, so let's go there, and this should be, you know, some kick-ass stuff, and then we'll have you on in a couple of weeks again, and you know, maybe we can help like fundraise for technology, computer-wise, so that you guys can, you know, step up your editing suite and whatnot.
So we've
and-
got, because I've got I've got the Adobe Creative Suite.
Okay.
So I've got that. I'm
What
just
we
not
need
that
then-
skilled with it.
Well, yeah, Duncan, my partner on the show usually, who's not here on this stream, is an Emmy award-winning visual effects artist.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I shit you not, right? That's why we have some really cool little tricks and stuff around here, because he's damn good at things, right? You know, that's
amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I don't, you know, between, like, I've been doing this stuff. I went to audio engineering school as a teenager, like going into adulthood, and I've been doing this media shit for years. So if there's ever any, you know, assistance needed, let me know.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we got
'Cause
your
at
back
this-
for sure.
At this stage, it's like it's me doing like the very basic, because all we need done at the moment is like blurring faces.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, and maybe location giveaways or something, right?
Yeah. So that I can do, but sometimes there are like 50 people, like not 50, but like there are 5 people moving on a thing, and then I'm like, I've got 10 videos to do.
Yeah.
So I outsource that to someone else who like blurs for half of the Ukrainian volunteers.
Oh.
So yeah, he blurs for, I don't know, you know, Becca, the American nurse.
We should get this person on as a guest coming up, because we could help drive people to their, like, you know, buy me a coffee and stuff. And,
He
you know,
doesn't. He doesn't have buy me a coffee or anything. He's just like, he doesn't even put his face up. He's just like stays under the radar. He just does his thing.
Wow, that's
you know?
a
It's like,
real,
yeah, like then you connect with people and they're like, oh, I heard he's also doing your blurring. So you're like,
yeah.
what? So he does it for us. He does it for One Team, One Fight, the other organization.
Mm-hmm.
He does it for like a few independent Ukrainian fundraisers, people who fundraise. So, but it's getting to that point where, like, I message him and he's like, "What do you want?" So I'm like, I'm sorry. So I've started giving Pete rules. I'm like, nobody is on the street, nobody's being recorded if they're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But you've got this thing where, like, soldiers are fine, sub-soldiers are fine with showing their faces, but then the brigade commander says no faces. So you kind of have,
and you got to respect it, right?
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
So you have that going on, and then of course we've decided to caption all our videos in English and in Ukrainian. So that also takes some time because you know, it's I did for a while. For a while, I like didn't caption it, and then I saw people on YouTube, on Twitter, were using an AI bot to get it captioned.
Well, I can show you a trick. I can show you a trick. I know how you can get free capturing, and you can easily grab it and then just overlay it into the video edit
Adobe like Premiere Pro has an auto captioning thing. So all I do is I just go Yeah, so I just go and I like edit that a bit because it gets the accent wrong a bit. So I was making a joke and said, "Come on, guys, Pete's accent isn't that weird."
Yeah, I can hear through it, no problem, right? Come on.
But then they said no, it's actually because they're hearing impaired. And I was like, okay, well, for the sake of
you see on our show where I'm talking right now, underneath me where the super chats are, we used to have live captions for who's talking there, but the service got a little bit crazy, and if you have somebody like Scottish on with a heavy accent, it might as well just be written in Sanskrit at that point, right? It just wasn't working out very well.
We've gotten, and it's interesting to see, depending on what software is being used, the output you get for the auto-generated captions. So I use Premiere Pro, and then that other blur, he uses DaVinci Resolve. And we're getting interesting differences with Pete's accent. So really interesting ones where you're like, what is this? And it's like tourniquets were like something weird, and you're just like, what is he saying here? And then you have to go back to the audio, and you're like, oh, this is what's going on.
Right. You look at Rick just sitting there shaking his head like, I've fucking been there.
Oh, yeah. Guys, so in 2 minutes, we're raiding that stream.
Yes,
stream,
exactly. Right. So
Okay.
we got to say our raps and thanks and all that shit. Exactly.
I'm going to say it real quick. I'm not going to advertise any of my fundraisers here today. Guys, please, if you want to support them, come to tomorrow's stream. There's a possibility that you're gonna see Starsky here. He said he's gonna try to make it, but you've seen his connection today, so probably he won't. Anyway, we're gonna have some good guests, but yeah, just come and have some fun with us, raising funds for Ukrainian army. And not only that, we do a lot of stuff there. Just wanted to mention one thing, but really forgot what it was. The dub. I finished the new dub. It's only 8 minutes long. Now I am posting it in an hour, but like premiering it in an hour. But there's going to be a surprise because you cannot post it on YouTube. But that's because this is why I'm basically premiering an instruction how to get to my Discord and watch it there. So go watch the instruction in an hour. Okay, guys, love you all. Thank you so much for making this an unforgettable stream. With all of your support, donations, messages. This was crazy. Even though we had a lot of technical difficulties, this was fucking awesome.
It was inspiring shit indeed. Secular Sakai, what do you got, buddy?
I was just going to say, this has been a great stream. As mentioned before, please go subscribe to Project Konstantin. They're at 454 subscribers. If we can get them to 500 before the end of the day, that would be very nice, everybody.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
And wait, were you also going to me for news, or are we doing the outro?
No, we're wrapping it up here. So we got a couple of folk up top here in the circles that we didn't hear enough from. So let's go to Dave there. That was a flurry of support and sponsorship like we've never seen, right, dude? Holy shit.
Right. That was awesome. I liked it because it was just as if, we're all nice people. And we're not. That's the best thing. We could just pretend we could put on this face for two hours a week and then we just go back to our lives again. No, obviously, it's brilliant to see that people are just supporting, whether it's $1, whether it's 500 or whoever that was,
Exactly.
It's just the intent that matters. It makes people feel, especially if we I'm sure Dick can remember, and a lot of people that were watching in the early days, we've done this for 2 years, these streams, and in the very, very beginning, Starsky, you could see from the beginning of the stream that his mood was really, really low. I sort of had some of those vibes with Pete, and we ended up changing the streams so that we would focus on
Shits and
different
giggles.
content that you can't find anywhere else. Yeah, so we went into the personal stuff about his like love of sushi and describing what it's like to go visit Ukraine if we went on holiday, and just childhood memories. That's exactly why all of these little
stingers, baby Starsky and everything. Yeah,
it all came about just trying to cheer him up, and so maybe we have to do the same for Pete. We've just doubled your workload.
Let's turn over to Commander McMillan, always the smartest man in the room. What do you got, buddy?
I wouldn't go so far as calling me the smartest.
I would.
Anyway, yeah, it was interesting session. I didn't say a lot because we were mostly focused on other stuff, and I'm here to comment on events, and I think that was entirely appropriate given the way the thrust of the conversation went, and that isn't a problem. I'll conclude as I usually do by urging people, please correspond and communicate with your elected officials. Tell them to turn the tap back on and get the support flowing again.
Exactly.
I know that Greg kind of said it doesn't help, but I disagree. I think it does. That's how we tend to get results in our country. Protests are almost ignored.
Democracy elected them, so stuff it down their throat for your desires, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, it sometimes it takes time and it builds up too. You want a good example of a place where no one thought anything would happen with protests and people actually, taking on their government a little bit? Hungary. And just look at the huge, thing that happened here recently. So it does make a difference. It does build up, and we got to keep the pressure on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out there to Merc in the chat there, Mercado Media, Andrew Mercado. We have let the dogs of war out, and we now enforce our opinions on the world, dude. Check out last night's after show. You'll laugh your fucking head off, dude. Oh yeah. The roast is coming. So it's time for us to get the hell out of here and over to Greg Terry. So we'll get the mods to drop the Greg Terry Experience live stream. There's a redirect as soon as our credits are done as well. I need to take a second to thank our amazing team on the Shills, because without it, I'm just a loudmouth moron who doesn't know what's going on. They do our research, our moderating. They keep us in check. They're the ones that got us the sponsorship with Fisted, and our other sponsorship, which I have to call out to Enforcer Matt because I think it'll make his life easier. Analese. Trust me, I can get you a real cheap subscription on that, buddy. But a huge thanks to everybody on the viewership here as well. The Rollers, the Fellow Babies, the Are You Experienced group. It's, what you guys have done today is amazing. So get your asses over to Project Konstantin, sub the channel. We'll see you over on the Greg Terry Experience right after this. Pay attention to the redirect because I can find you if I have to. What do you think, Jana? Take us out. You get the last word of the show.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. And if you guys haven't read or watched the Pete's Euromaidan article, I think you guys should definitely go watch that or read it after you've been on Greg's show.
Agreed.
After you've been to Greg's stream. Because it gives a lot of perspective on what's going on, and also gives perspective into his video and everything. Yeah.
Good shout. Let's just bring up the page here. They started the stream at like 340 subs. We're now up to 488 subs on Project Konstantin. We've got to get them over 500, and then we got to get the watch hours up. This is the page you're looking for. Get your asses over there and sub. This is not a hard thing to do. Thank you all so much for the support today. That was a flurry of support. The I've almost never seen. We got that guy in as well here with a last super chat in. Exactly what is needed for the effort. And then Mercado Media, Andrew himself comes in with a big one. $100 super chat. We stand united for Ukraine. That guy talks the talk, but he walks the walk. So get over and check out Andrew Mercado. We love him. We love him. Andrew, we got to get you over on the show coming up, especially for the roast. I'll be in touch.
Oh,
yeah. We're going to enforce our attitude on certain things in the world and have ourselves a roast. Good night, fellow babies. Remember, the only 2 words you say to your friends when you meet them, Slava Ukraini.
Heroin Slava.
Slava.
Love this group. Good night, everybody. Get over to Greg Tees.
It's over. Go home. Go.